Well, good morning. It is March 4th, which makes it the fourth day of our book club. Today is kind of a fun and silly day because we take that habit, that vote that you cast in favor of your identity, the one habit you chose to implement with the book club reading. And today we're going to say what's a 2-minute version of that? And choose an implementation intention and write it out. So, writing out the 2-minute version, James Clear calls it the 2-minute rule. And he talks about the getting things done process in which they install. It's another David. I can't remember his last name now. They install the idea that if you can do it in 2 minutes, do it now. So if you can take something down to 2 minutes, you can fit it in anywhere. A 2-minute workout, you don't even break a sweat, so you don't have all the excuses of, oh, well, I have to have a shower afterwards and I'll need to bring a change of clothes and all those things that you can do to talk yourself out of being bold and brilliant. There is a temptation when you're starting a new habit to prove to yourself you can do it by going big. And with atomic habits, you prove to yourself by going small, by doing something that it is very, very easy to do, that shows that you have consistency and persistence in showing up. So, for instance, you'll hear people who say, I'm going to get healthy. One of the things they decide to do is to drink 64 ounces of water a day. And they grab that giant jug. And on a day when they've got 16 meetings, they have this 64-ounce jug of water. And they have some concerns, they have some pain, because you could spend the entire day in the bathroom the first day you drink 64 ounces of water. And for most people, any day you drink 64 ounces of water. So, what's a 2-minute version of that decision to hydrate as part of the identity of being someone who takes care of your body? Put a glass of water beside your bed at night and say, I have a sip of water every morning before I get going. There's still ways you can talk yourself out of that too, aren't there? You could say, oh, I drink ice water. Just laugh at yourself for a moment if that was your first thought, because sure, you could drink ice water. You could even get an insulated container, fill it with ice and water, and put it beside your bed, couldn't you? So, how can you do that teeny tiny action that will prove to you, yeah, this is the kind of person I am? I take care of my body and I hydrate it by having a sip of water first thing in the morning. Now, you might notice that you could drink a whole glass of water in 2 minutes, and chances are that first sip turns into drinking the whole glass. If you also tell yourself, oh, but I don't do anything before coffee, capture that information and go, there's another one that I can laugh at myself about, can't I? Right? Now, this is just kind of a silly example, but each of those habits that cast a vote in favor of your identity can be broken down into a 2-minute version, which brings some ease and silliness in. And you can come up with 101 excuses why you can't do it, because we're human and that's what our brains love to do for us. So notice it, capture it. Awareness is the key, right? Awareness is magic. And post in the comments under this video what is, if you didn't post your habit from yesterday, post your habit, the 2-minute version of that habit, and the implementation intention formula of I will do this behavior at this time in this location. I will have a glass of water as soon as I wake up before I get out of bed while I'm in bed. Right? Simple implementation intention. Love to see your comments and responses. Post them in the comments and I will post mine too. You'll notice I'm going live every day, which is a matter of walking out, grabbing my coffee, flicking on StreamYard, turning on the lights, everything's set up the night before. So it takes very little time to implement this new habit. I'll put a picture of my setup, which is kind of funny. You can't tell, but I'll put a picture of my setup in the group as well here on LinkedIn. I will be going live tomorrow, probably at 6:30. I think 6:30 actually works better for me because it fits into my day nicely. I'm learning about myself as I go, and that's something to be aware of for you too. Learn about what works best. Don't try to make yourself suffer in order to grow, because that's another temptation, believing that growth should be hard and that you should have to suffer to get amazing, wonderful results. So we managed to keep this video to 5 minutes. Still working on getting it down to 2. We'll see how I do tomorrow and then again on Monday. I remind you, your 2-minute proof that you do personal growth is showing up to LinkedIn, watching even part of the video, or you notice I put the summary, so you can just read the summary, interact in some fashion, and you have proven to yourself that you are committed to personal growth. I'll talk to you tomorrow.